Okay, guys, this is segment number two to show you guys how I have deck A and deck C mapped. Basically, for deck A, the functions are very simple, very straightforward. Q works the way it's supposed to, play works the way it's supposed to. Pause, I've linked or mapped pause to go through my favorites list. So when I hit my pause button in Tractor, you have your favorites list, which basically can store up to 10 folders, 12 folders. And when you click on this, it will advance through those folders rather quickly for you so you can get through your favorites. And this is an increase button, where the other button that I have for a pause is a decrease button through my folders. So I can increase and decrease through my favorites. But that's something that you can map again on your own to make, do whatever it is that you want to do with it. My sync button, when you hit the sync button, it syncs deck A. Hot cues 1 through 4 will basically hot cue anything you need for deck A. I do not have 8 hot cues mapped for deck A. I used 4 for deck A and 4 for deck C. To access the 4 hot cues for deck C, you hit the shift button and you hit the Q button. The actual hot cue button, which is 5, 6, 7, and 8. So without a shift button, 1 through 4 is deck A. Shift 5, 6, 7, 8 are for deck C. And you can set them that way, and that's how you access them. The same for the sync function. If I hit the sync button, it syncs deck A. If I shift and sync, it syncs deck C. The pitch bend, pretty much without touching the shift button, works deck A. When you hit the shift button, it works deck C. The same with your Q play. If you hold the shift and hit play, deck C will play. If you hold the shift button and hit the Q, you pause deck C. Okay. Now, looking at this upper section here, this knob, the first knob in the 4 knobs for the effects, controls the dry wet by turning it up and down. Okay. Also, this button, when you push it, will take your screen from Tractor to regular screen, and when you push it in, it's the full screen mode. But again, it controls your dry wet, and it controls your screen size. The on button turns on the dry wet effect. Second knob controls the second knob in the advanced effects window. It allows you to dial it up and down, and this automatically will reset when you push this button. It will reset that effect window. The third knob also controls the amount of effect on the next effects in the window, and the button will activate it on and off, and it lights up to indicate that it is either on or it's off. The last button does the same thing. It controls the amount of effect and if the effect is on or off. This third button here has a push button as well. When you push this button in without any other shift or anything, it will expand your playlist to take up the full screen in Tractor, so you can see your entire playlist. So back, this button will go from regular screen to full screen mode, where this button will go and leave you with your regular playlist or a full screen playlist. So push, push. That's what those 2 buttons do. Now, the other thing that these 2 buttons can do, when you shift and you turn this knob, the first knob, it actually moves your playlist. Your playlist, the main playlist, or your folders will actually travel through your folders for you. But you have to hold the shift in order to locate or go through your files that are on your computer or your hard drive. Holding that same shift, the other knob that actually turns two knobs over for selects, they both say select on them, will allow you to select the actual track that you want to play. So while holding the shift, you can go through your folders. You can go through the actual folder and find the track that you want. And by holding the shift, if you hit the load button, it will load that track into Tractor for you. So shift, load, whether it's deck A or deck B.